Security, arming and disarming. This allows you to specify some of the arming and disarming parameters. Entry time. The entry time is the time allowed to disarm the system when you open the entry door and the system is armed. So its system is armed to away mode, night mode, day mode, and so on. Somebody comes in through the front door, they will start the entry time. So in this case, it's set to 30 seconds. So he's given 30 seconds in order to enter the code at the keypad in order to disarm the system. The exit time is the time in seconds allowed to leave the house when arming to away mode. So you arm to away mode, press the away button. The system will say please exit until you go out and leave the house. So you have 30 seconds in order to do that. Entry warning time is part of the entry time. You recall that entry time is started when you open the entry door when the system is armed. So at the end of 30 seconds there is another time period called the entry warning time, to give you a little bit more time to enter the code. There will be a louder siren or a beeping tone on the keypads to warn you. So it's to alert you that it's really time to enter your code. Night exit time is for arming to night mode. So if you arm to night mode, let me just show you. Right, you press the night key, and generally you have, in this case, 5 seconds before you arm to night mode. So basically it gives you some time to leave the zones where there are motion detectors. Right, so you can extend this to I think about 240 seconds. Exit time aboard is generally 5 minutes. This is the time allowed if you have a zone open. It will keep on announcing, let's say, a kitchen door to give you time to close it. So this 5 minutes is the time allowed by the system for you to close the door before it starts arming the system. It gives up and causes arm failure. Alarm abort time is something used in the UK for informing the central station that there's been a false alarm and the user has signed in, has disarmed the system. So within 90 seconds. The away arming method, we have 3 choices: final door, after exit delay, and exit terminator. Final door means that when you arm to away mode, you have to exit the house through the final door or the entry door. So once you close the entry door, the system will cut short the exit time. In this case 30 seconds, you set to 30 seconds, you go out of the front door, close the front door. This will terminate the exit time and arm the system immediately. So it's a good way of making sure that the system is armed without having to wait for the entry time to run down before the system is armed. If the final door is already open when you are arming the system to away mode, you just have to close it. Arm after exit delay is another option. So if you have 30 seconds for exit time, it will not arm the system after you close the final door, but it will wait until that exit time runs down to 0. So after 30 seconds, it will do a final check to see that everything is all the zones are closed before it arms the system. So this is less desirable. The preferred away arming method is always final door. You only use after exit delay if you cannot put in a magnetic contact on the front door. Maybe it's a refurbished house where it's not possible to run the magnetic contact. If possible, always use the final door. The exit terminator is another option which is tied into the door station. If you use exit terminator, you can leave the house and close the front door, but the system will not arm until you press the doorbell button on the outside of the house. Once you press the doorbell button, it will immediately check to make sure that all the zones are closed and arm the system to away mode. Now that is what it takes to program a comfort alarm. To go through the sequence again, all you need to do is go to zones and inputs, program all the zones and the zone types in the system. You don't have to change the zone types because they are there by default. Only if you need to create or modify a zone type, you need to worry about that. Program the telephone numbers so that you know which are the telephone numbers to be called in the case of an alarm. Then you go to alarm types and select for each alarm whether to dial out and which are the telephone numbers to dial. And then go to security, arming and disarming, to determine whether it's a final door arming and what are the various entry and exit alarm types. So that is all you need to do for a basic comfort alarm system.